We are taught that kindness is a gift, but for some, kindness is a cage. Meet Felix. In his city, Felix was known as the man who says yes. He was the bridge everyone crossed to get where they were going. He carried their burdens, mended their fences, and listened to their sorrows until his own ears rang with the weight of 1,000 lives. But here is the truth Felix didn't see. A bridge is meant to be walked on, and because he never stood up, the world simply kept its boots on his back. His own life was a ghost town. His dreams were folders gathered in dust. His health was a check he kept writing, but his account was overdrawn. He thought he was building a legacy of love. He was actually building a habit of being ignored. The breaking point rarely comes with a shout. It comes with a cold realization. During the great storm of the valley, Felix spent 18 hours in the mud, saving the livestock of a man who didn't even know Felix's last name. When Felix finally returned home, he found his own sanctuary flooded. His books, his only escape, were pulp. His father's watch, his only heirloom, was washed away. He sat in the dark, shivering. He waited for the knock. He waited for the "thank you." He waited for one of the 50 people he had helped that week to check if he was still breathing. The silence was deafening. In that cold, wet dark, Felix realized that he had spent his whole life lighting other people's fires, while his own house froze to the ground. The next day, Felix sought out the master mason. He asked, "Why am I broken? I gave everything. Isn't that what a good man does?" The mason pointed to the massive stone reservoir holding back the river. "Felix," the old man said, "look at the water. If this wall disappears, the water spreads thin. It becomes a swamp. It breeds insects and rot. It loses its depth. It can no longer turn a wheel or power a city. A river without banks is not a river. It is a flood, and a flood destroys the very ground it tries to nourish. Your kindness has no banks. You aren't being a saint. You are being a spill." The mason gave him one rule. "For the next moon, you are a closed gate. Do not give what you have not first stored for yourself." The first "no" felt like a sin. It tasted like iron in his mouth. When his friend asked for his truck, Felix felt the old itch to be the hero. But he looked at his own garden, still buried in storm debris. "I can't," Felix said. "I am busy rebuilding my own life today." The friend didn't offer to help. He simply frowned and walked away to find a friend who was easier to use. Felix felt a pang of guilt, but then he felt something else. Time. For the first time in a decade, the afternoon belonged to him. He picked up a hammer. He fixed his own door. He sat in his own chair. And as the sun set, he wasn't exhausted. He was full. Then the strange thing happened. When Felix stopped being a utility, he became an authority. Because he was no longer available at the snap of a finger, his time became expensive. People stopped bringing him their trash and started bringing him their respect. They saw that he valued his own peace, so they began to value it too. He realized that by saying no to the world, he had finally said yes to his own soul. He wasn't a bridge anymore. He was a mountain. And people don't walk over a mountain. They look up at it. Are you the person who bleeds so others can feel warm? Are you the one who cancels your rest to fix someone else's mistake? Listen closely. The world will take exactly as much as you are willing to give. It has no stop button. That button is in your hand. Being a good person does not mean being a doormat. Kindness without boundaries is not love, it's self-betrayal. Stop being the person who is always there and start being the person who is there for themselves. Because you cannot pour from an empty cup, and you cannot lead a life you don't even own. Respect yourself first. The world will eventually follow your lead.